start with Wicked, which I saw last night. And of course, there's a tremendous want to see in the audience out there. We've had a very successful advertising campaign, and the film delivers mostly what you expect. And first of all, this says part one. Who knew this was a two-part film? I certainly didn't, and I don't know when exactly the sequel will be coming out, but apparently there will be one. And this film works primarily due to the talents of two people. Ariana Grande, who is just terrific in this. Really, I didn't think she was this good of an actress before, but now I'm convinced having seen this. And Cynthia Erivo, who plays Elspeth, the green person who becomes the Wicked Witch of the West. The problem is, this is 2 hours and 40 minutes, and it feels like a slog. If you're bringing little kids to this film, they are not going to last through the running time. It just moves too slowly. And then it's only part one. I don't know what they're going to do with part two. And it's a dark vision. This is, in some ways, a little bit of a scary movie. We see how the Wicked Witch of the West became who she is. And that illustrates a problem in the film. For some reason, Cynthia Erivo feels like the mother of Ariana Grande, not like her equivalent. And that imbalance, I think, affects the entire film. She has such an expressive face. She's a terrific actress. She has an amazing voice. It just feels like she's playing this character at a much older age than the script and the film kind of requires. The songs are great. It delivers all those big Broadway showstoppers, and it is about the creation of a witch. I'm just not sure this is the ideal family film for the holidays. I think kids are going to be bored. They're going to be restless. They're going to keep asking, when is this over? And that's not what you want.
No, definitely not.
Well, your popcorn rating, Dale.
All right, I guess now I will move on to Gladiator 2. Oh, by the way, Wicked gets 3 popcorns.
Okay.
A valiant effort, doesn't completely succeed. But in Gladiator 2, it's hard to believe this is one of those long delayed sequels. The original came out in 2000. So it was, a long time ago, almost 25 years. And it was a global hit. And therefore, they're spent somewhere between $250 and $300 million on this sequel.
Wow.
They bring back Connie Nielsen, who was the lover of Russell Crowe in the original, and she has aged remarkably well, and she's kind of the glue that holds the story together. The performance that really blew my mind was Pedro Pascal. He is the standout as Marcus Acacius. He is the lead gladiator in this movie. Paul Mescal is around as a Roman general, doesn't have as much to do. And then Denzel Washington comes in, and he plays it to the hilt as the villain. He looks like he's having a great time. He does wonderful things with his robes, and he is the evil presence in this film. Nothing is subtle here. Everything is what you see is what you get. The CGI work, particularly in the gladiator battles, is really remarkable. There is one where there is a guy riding an angry rhinoceros, and he's in the gladiator ring against the gladiators, and that is something to watch. That was an amazing effect. So this film delivers the goods. I'm giving it 4 popcorns. Again, it's over 2.5 hours. I just don't know why these films have to be this long. This film would have been very entertaining at about 2 hours, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Just drags it out for another half hour. But at least it delivers on what it promises. You want to see the gladiators fight? You're going to see it. And you're going to see it in a really inventive and effective way. So this is going to be a big hit, and it's not going to be a surprise why.
Okay.
Brian is glad about
really
that.
Really excited to see that. Yes,
okay,
thank you very much,
awesome.
Dale. That's cool. What's our third movie today?
All right. So I'll move on now to The Penguin, which is on Max, and is a series spun out of the DC universe, which has not had much luck lately. Most of the DC films have cratered. Not this one. This series, which is 7 episodes, wins Makeup of the Year, hands down, for the transformation of Colin Farrell into Oz Cobb, this repellent, repulsive, overweight, nasty. You can almost feel that he smells bad over the screen. There's nothing appealing about this character, but he holds your interest for all the episodes. Sometimes you think he's turning into a nice guy. He's not. And this series goes into detail as to why he's not. There's great supporting work from several actors I was unaware of, particularly Renzi Feliz, Clancy Brown, who's a familiar face. This is a violent series. There is quite a bit of violence for a Max streaming series. So again, I would be careful with kids. I would not really let them watch too much of The Joker because it's pretty down and dirty. I almost fell off my chair when I watched the first episode, the pilot, because it was directed by a former student of mine, Craig Zobel. And he directed 3 episodes out of the 7. He is now one of the top directors working in this field. And it's always really gratifying to see a student who was in my classes achieve this level of success. He's on top of the world right now. Penguin was one of the highest rated series of the year, and I'm sure they're going to bring it back for season 2. The ending of season 1 certainly sets that up, and I'm pretty sure Craig Zobel will be back again as an executive producer and a director. So that's exciting. I'm giving Penguin 4 popcorns. I think it's one of the more compelling series that's streaming right now, but it is violent, and so just be aware of that.
Okay, well, Dale, thank you so much for your reviews. As always, great to see you. And here are those titles.
Hopefully we'll be able to have a real conversation next week.
Yes, yes.
I hope so, too.
So he can't hear us, but
if you couldn't tell, he did great.
He did great. Yes, and we could hear him. Thank goodness, so we got to have him on. And our thanks to him for checking out Wicked in theaters last night, as well as Gladiator 2 in theaters. And then lastly, The Penguin streaming on Max.
3, 4, and 4.
Yes.
Not a bad day at all. If you enjoy Dale's recommendations, I sure did. I'm going to see Gladiator 2 this whenever it comes out. You can find it in 2 ways.
It's already out.
It is out.
He saw it last night.
Thank you. That's cool. Well, Dale can see things whenever he wants to. He's got those powers. Check out the WXII YouTube playlist. It's called Movies in Review, or head to DaleMPollock.com. Thanks very much, Dale.
Yes, we'll be right back.